Hey, what's up, y'all? I am back with a video. If you haven't already, go check out my last video. It's mainly about where I got stationed, how it is down here, where I'm at, how to prepare if you're leaving AIT to go to your first unit, and to move all your home goods and stuff like that. Now, if my background is loud, I apologize. I am at my son's football practice. Gotta support my baby. So hopefully they don't be too loud, but if y'all hear yelling and stuff and screaming, that's why. But I'm gonna finish the video from basic training, y'all. I know I did yellow and red phase, so I'm gonna finish off with white phase and probably blue phase, depending on how much of white phase I have. I haven't decided yet, but I'll let y'all know. I'll stop when I stop. So once you finish red phase, and I say that's like the quickest phase to freaking finish. Let me let my window up. That's like the quickest phase to finish. You do the little flag change. You know, everybody gather around. The commander come. He makes a speech. Drill sergeant stand in the front. Then you got the flag holders. I forgot what we call them in basic. They'll hold the flag and then they'll do the flag change. Boom. So with white phase is all about learning your weapon, shooting with your weapon. You're going to spend the next 4 weeks at the range. It sounds exciting, and it is, don't get me wrong, but waiting for the whole freaking, like, each platoon to go, y'all gonna be sitting there drained, annoyed, hot, especially if you're going to Fort Jackson. Like, it's very time consuming, so you got to have a lot of patience when y'all go. They started us, I say, like the first couple of weeks. I think some of us did started shooting. They started some of us off on the ground, like practicing the kneeling positions. I think it's 3 type of positions, where you kneel, you lay on your stomach, you on one knee, and then I think it's only 2. It's only 2. I think. I don't remember. Don't quote me. But some of us are just practicing like mid-air, just practicing. Like, we didn't have no rounds or anything. We were like using a quarter or a rock, and we'll look at the tree and we'll practice like that until it was like time for the next platoon to go, or however they do it. But you do have to learn how to zero with your weapon and root with your weapon. I can't really explain that either. It's like making sure that all your hits are together and not scattered all around. That's the best I can explain to y'all, because my first time shooting was at basic. Like, when I first went up and I was down on my stomach like this, I was too close to the weapon for one. Like, I think my nose was too close. Yeah, and when I pulled the trigger, I closed my eyes. Like, I was so scared. And then, like, when it jerked back, it was like right here on my collarbone, and it kind of hurt it. I was scared a couple of times, but you'll get used to it. No worries. But you got to zero and group with your weapon, because after that you have to qualify with your iron sights. And it's like you got to line up your iron sights with the CCO they're going to give you. Now, I'll say the CCO is easy because it's like a red dot. But without the CCO, you're going to go like the first 2 weeks at they took us to like 4 different ranges within that 4 weeks. In the first 2 weeks, you're going to just learn how to group and zero your weapon without like anything moving. They'll probably do it like within the days. And then like they'll change up to take you to a different range, and you will be shooting at little human thingies, body thingies that go up. And if you hit it, it'll go down. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like being at a gun range. But they will take y'all to like a simulation. It's like a building, and it's like practice, and you go inside and you sit down and you wait. And I think it's like 12 at a time. And you wait and you watch other people as they go. And it's like a little screen, and it's like, I don't want to say like a toy weapon or whatever, but you know, it's like a simulation. It's like you got to see where you're at before you actually start or whatever, and stuff like that. But I feel like it doesn't really help, because once you get a weapon, you still have to learn your weapon and know your weapon, and like train yourself to know the ins and out of it for those couple of weeks while you have it. But once you do that, and you qualify with the weapon with the backup arm sights. Then they'll give you your CCOs, which is the little red dot thing I was just telling y'all about. Those are really easy. All you gotta do is just aim it. They gonna show y'all. Because if I'll explain it, y'all just gonna be like, what the fuck? But I know that there are different categories that you have to qualify in. So like, we have marksman, sharpshooter, and expert, unless I'm missing one. So for marksman, you need between 23 and 30. Sharpshooter, you need between 30 and 35. And then the expert is a 36 to 40. And you have to qualify. Like, don't worry if you're not where you need to be as a beginner and you never use the weapon, because they're gonna make you go again. Like, when I was at basic, and I think my first time I had like 12, and I was so mad. I was like, I need to qualify. Like, I was tripping, y'all. I was in there panicking, and they made us go again. When I finally got, because you only need 23 to 30, so I ended up getting 24. And they made me go again. They was like, if you got 24 or less, you need to come back on this range. Y'all, after I done spent like 3 hours trying to get to where I need to be. So don't overthink it. They're gonna make sure you qualify and you're gonna pass. So also during white phase, in between like the time you at the range and stuff, you're gonna be doing land navigation. Now, personally, I don't understand land navigation. I can't. It's not for me. For us, they took us, no, they actually did a land navigation class while we was doing the simulation to learn about our weapons and stuff before we went to the gun range and stuff. They did a land navigation class with us, and I could have sworn I was understanding it. But like, once we got out there and they split us up in like 4 groups, like 4 people to a group, yeah, I was confused. Like, luckily the person in my group knew all the ins and outs. Like, they were really good at that land navigation stuff. But me, if I was to be by myself doing land navigation, I'd just be lost, because I do not understand it. I just don't. But the land navigation class is also a graduation requirement as well. And then during all of that, because you'll do land navigation probably during when you go to the anvil, which is after red phase, and you do the obstacle course and all that good stuff. So, you know, once you do the anvil is 2 nights and 3 days. 2 nights and 3 days. Patrol security. So basically they split the males from the females. Males on one side, females on the other side, and you have to like make a V shape, I think. Don't quote me, y'all. I can't remember. But I do remember that we had to like dig holes to sleep in that was like maybe like this, where our heads are like this but our feet are out. So we did have to dig holes. They were saying like 6-7 feet, y'all. My hole was like 2 to 3, because 6-7 feet, you basically digging a grave. Like, no. No, I was digging myself 2 to 3 feet max. Plus it was raining out there, so people that had like 7 feet holes sleeping in them, they were like getting soaked, straight drowning in them damn holes, y'all. So anvil, you got to patrol security, y'all. So basically what I'm saying, you're going to patrol security, no sleep, for like an hour. So you and your battle buddy, it's like every other battle buddy. So let's say me and my battle buddy, me and her choose like, okay, who's gonna do the first hour? I'll do the first hour, and then the other 2 people that are battle buddies, one of them will choose who's gonna do the next hour. So it's like, it's like every hour until the sun is up, and that shit is draining. Like, when I was doing it and I was pulling security out, I think it was like going on 5 in the morning. At that point I was like, I'm over it. Nope. And you got to make sure that, because the drill sergeants, they're going to be throwing little fake bombs, and they're going to be making big noises, all types of stuff during this anvil to prepare y'all for like blue phase, which is the forge. So you got to keep your weapon with you, sleep with your weapon. Like, anytime we did it, we kept getting in trouble because the males did not know how to keep the weapon with them when they were asleep. So I was over it. Like, I put my weapon in my sleeping bag, and at that point I just went to sleep. I was like, I can't, I'm tired. Like, I'm tired. Or when I did pull security and I was tired, I like pull it. But I'll try to stay woke. But y'all, that is really tempting and it's hard. And it's very exhausting. So, yep, patrol security, y'all. So, during the Anvil, they're going to teach you more combative training. And the land navigation classes that they're giving you, that's when, like, during the Anvil, they'll probably, like, take y'all out there deep in the woods, because that's what they like to do. And they'll have y'all get in groups, and y'all do y'all land navigation. So, the land navigation, you will most likely, you'll have a starting point, and you will see, like, numbers. And if you do it correctly, you will know what you're doing. Like, if the map say go this way, and you will find this number, you will see the number on your paper to match the number that you're in front of. So you're basically just looking for numbers. So with that, within all of those 4 weeks, you're mainly just shooting, learning how to shoot, learning stuff about your weapon, land navigation, the Anvil. And the Anvil, again, is to prepare you for the blue phase, which is the forge, which is kind of hard. And then, like, when y'all at the range, bro, do not get in trouble. Like, we always got in trouble. And it was this one drill sergeant. Oh, we going to the beach. And at this point, I'm like, what the fuck is the beach? Like, we going to the beach? Y'all, this man dead ass took us across from the gun range out in a field and made us low crawl, high crawl for like a whole 2 hours, y'all. It was just a mess. People was hiding in porta potties. People was hiding behind bushes behind him in the woods, and they was getting in trouble, y'all. That was a mess. Like, and I've never been to the beach, real life. I've never been to the beach, so to have that traumatizing experience at this point, I'm just like, I don't even want to go to the beach no more. Like, but other than that, once you're finished with, actually no, not once you're finished, because while you're doing all that, and like in between white phase, they did take us back to reception to get fitted for our dress blues to prepare for graduation. We did thought that we were going to be the cycle to wear the new pinks and green, but unfortunately we were not. So they take you back to reception where it all started. You'll get fitted. You'll get everything you need for your dress blues, all your equipment, all that good stuff, you know. Almost there, time is near. So when you come back from the Anvil and you complete everything, I do know, like, a little bit during blue phase, you'll probably still be like, you know, using your weapon and going to the gun range. So from the white phase to blue phase to you're done, you'll most likely still be doing that. So once you come back from the Anvil, either they'll let y'all go do hygiene stuff and shower, or they just won't give a damn and they'll gather y'all up again like they did at the inner red phase. Commander come out, make a speech, tell y'all how y'all almost near one more phase and y'all done. And blue phase, flag change, y'all done. So I think I'm gonna go into blue phase. I think I am. So with blue phase, y'all, with blue phase, we did a lot of EOC testing. EOC testing is basically testing you through everything you learned from yellow phase, because yellow phase, they give you a lot of study guides to study with and stuff. Like, you gotta know your chain of command. You gotta know, like, the fundamentals of your BRM, which is basic rifle marksmanship, gas chamber stuff, how to use your mask, how to take your weapon apart, put it back together in like 2 minutes. I'm not sure. Shoes, land navigation, except for, like, you won't be doing that shit in the woods. You'll just be doing it in their surrounding area. You'll be medic stuff that have, like, fake dummy bodies out there, and you'll put the freaking, y'all, what's that twisty thing called? Oh, I don't remember. You know, y'all gonna see. Basically, you're gonna show them everything that you learned. So That's what I'm saying about Blueface. So you're gonna go to Omaana. I think I'm saying it right. I don't know. In Fort Jackson, Omaana. So that's where you're gonna be using blank rounds, and you're gonna be practicing with your battle buddy IMT skills, because you know how you be like, it's two of y'all and you'll run, get down, get in a position, get back up, run, get down, and then your battle buddy will go. That's what you're practicing, because you're gonna be doing Omaana live with real life rounds with your battle buddy. So you have to learn these skills so you don't accidentally shoot your teammate when they're with you. Now that was like so risky. It was so risky, but it was fun. It was fun. Just stay focused. Your target's gonna be like on a huge hill. You might land in a lot of water. Like, ooh, one side was like muddy, and it looked like it just looked like you fell in a bunch of Cheeto puff dust. And then the side I had was watery, so it was like a big ass puddle. Whew. So it was either drowned or be muddy. So with that, you're going to be shooting at targets, not your battle buddy. That is also a graduation requirement. I think that lasted for like a couple of days. So you do have to do one more ACFT, depending on where you at for basic. I don't know how many they'll give y'all. They gave us way too fucking many. I'ma just say that. Like, anytime it was time to take the ACFT, y'all, I had to prepare my mind, because I was, that sprint drag carry, your girl was crying in her head, like. But my last ACFT, I did get my all. Like, I don't like running, but I can sprint, and I learned that I can sprint my ass off. So that'll be your last ACFT, the final one. You will most likely, like, if you don't pass, like, you will probably get 2 retakes. They usually let people get 2 retakes before it's time to go in the forge. We did, this is all during Blueface, by the way. I hope I'm not moving too fast or confusing y'all. We also did Omaana. Omaana is where they're going to take you to this place. And you're going to be behind a shield, and they're going to teach you how to pull, flick, throw, and cover yourself when you're throwing a grenade. You're going to get like, I think you get like a couple of tries, two tries with the practice grenade. Now, the only thing I didn't like was they were like being, like, the group I was in and the people who ran that shit was being complete assholes, y'all. Like, people on the other side of me wasn't even doing that shit right, and they was still letting them go by. If I didn't land the right way, I was getting yelled at time, and they're right on y'all helmet to say if y'all passing or like which category group y'all in. And I think I was with the chicken wing group, which is fine. Ain't nothing wrong with being in the chicken wing group, but still, like, that was just too much pressure, and y'all want us to throw real grenades. Like, no, that shit was not it, y'all. I promise you. But you'll learn how to properly hold and throw the grenade, because then they're going to take y'all down, like, probably 2 to 3 minutes away to this other building, and that shit, like, real deal, y'all. Like, y'all out there in line waiting, and people going in, running in, and y'all, you got a real life grenade in your hand, and the people, they're like, pull it, clip it for you, and you'll hold it with your thumb, and then it's up to you when you want to throw it, y'all. So you will throw it, and then hurry up and shield you down. But let me say something, if y'all throw this damn grenade and it lands in the pit of where you at, woo, y'all better get the stepping. That's all I'm saying. But that part, I can admit, that part was really, really fun. I really enjoyed that part the most. Oops, my bad, y'all. Then during all of that, I say the next 3 days you'll be prepping for the forge, because you'll be having to pack a lot, and they have to make sure everything is in place. Now, with the forge, it's 4 days and 3 nights. I know, it's a lot. Woo, y'all. 4 days and 3 nights. sleeping on the ground in a hole. That, I never felt so icky in my life. Like, no. It was really hard. It was stressful. Never got any sleep. Like, yeah, when we was rucking in the middle of the morning, we were all sleepwalking. Like, people had blisters. They wasn't letting people in the van that had blisters, y'all. People was crying. I'm talking about showing to the meat, and they was still making people to ruck. Like, everybody was crying. Luckily, I didn't get no blisters or nothing. But like, when it was time to like do that like 2-minute break and you had to pull security, yeah, I tried to go to sleep. Like, it was so exhausting, y'all. But they do let us sleep. I say like they'll feed us lunch and then they make us go to sleep before that night. We'll work at 10 at night, and it's just a lot of work. And you work at night though, and you do everything in the daytime. You work at night, so that shit was exhausting. I said we had to weigh our rucks to make sure we have the right amount of pounds. And I think we worked about 40-50 miles total, because you gotta work there and then you low-key gotta ruck back to the battalion. So within the rucking though, you get breaks. Like, you get bathroom breaks when they stop. They usually stop like every hour or so. But y'all, make sure y'all stay hydrated. Yeah, you gonna be amped up because it's the last phase. Stay hydrated, stay strong, y'all, and good luck. But we also we pull security at patrol site, which means we have to protect our MRE for 2 days. So each platoon had 6 boxes of MREs. So the first night, one of the platoons ate all they fucking MREs, y'all. So they were trying to, I think it was actually 2 platoons that ate all their MREs that same night. And they were trying to make our platoon share our MREs with them, because we was basically the only platoon with all our MREs. And we was just like, no, because we spent that whole night, and it was cold. It was cold as hell. We spent that whole night pulling security, shivering. It's cold. We can't get in our sleeping bags until they let us. Most of everybody is in a circle, building warmth off each other, surrounded the MREs in this circle, pulling security, trying to protect our food. Like, no, that shit was not gonna be fair at all. Like, no. So it was either protect your MREs or starve for 2 days. So, and they starved. So when we rucked another 5 miles, we did like a casualty teamwork. So y'all, we was out there deep in the woods, and we was like in the sand, and you rucking with all this shit on your back. It's so much on your body, like, and they was rucking fast. So we did like a casualty teamwork. We in the dark, pitch black, and all you heard is shooting. They was like, get your battle buddy, get your battle buddy. So the battle buddy is the dummy body. And the dummy bodies are really, really heavy. So we're trying to get these damn dummy bodies with everything on our back, our rucksacks and all of that. And we got to get them down some more. We probably like 2-3 minutes down. We got to walk down, put them in the ambulance, and then move on to the next freaking task. And this time with the task, we were all waiting, because it was by platoon. And we were all waiting, and they took us out there to get in the woods. And the drill sergeants were shooting at us, and it was like what did we used to call it? It was like different teams, and you had your leader, and your leader had to lead you like the correct way, so you didn't lose the team every year. I can't freaking remember. Then, okay, because you know with the forge, you do Nick and Night. Nick and Night is not what I thought it was, y'all. So before Nick and Night, you would do an obstacle course. And this obstacle course is basically what you're going to do. So you're going to have your weapon, and you're going to low crawl in the sand. You're just going to low crawl. And that's the obstacle course. You're just going to low crawl, because it's trying to prepare you for the next stage that's going to come within like the next 20 minutes. Yeah, it took me like 5 to 10 minutes to get over the obstacle course. So boom, We full battle ready, y'all. Elbow pass, knee pass, vest, flick, weapon, all of that, right? Let me tell y'all. So they taking us, and Nick and like they taking us down a little, like a little cage area, right? I'm like, oh, so I'm thinking Nick and Night like by platoons or like 10 people at a time, y'all. I look up in the sky and I see this little laser thing, and I'm just looking like, what the fuck? So they started shooting. Get your ass over the wall. Go, go, go. And y'all, when I say we all freaked out and we just got to climbing, and like when you climb the wall, you got to stay low. Y'all, I never climbed the wall that fast. Like my whole time during basic doing obstacle course, I struggled to climb over walls. Oh, but that wall, when they say climb that motherfucking wall, I climb that wall. So, y'all, we couldn't have our butts in the air or nothing. So we all low crawling, we all crawling. I'm talking about this is a football field worth of sand, and you got to make it across where the drill sergeant's at, y'all. Woo, let me tell y'all, people still had their butts in the air. People was crawling on their knees, mugs was rolling, holding their weapon, rolling. Like, it was crazy. And then like they'll throw something in the sky, and that means you gotta pause, you can't move. Yeah, I was so glad. Like, I was like, please keep throwing it in the sky. Like, that shit right there didn't make no sense. I was so scared. I think I was with one of my battle buddies, and they was like, come on, Marshall, stay with me. I was trying, and they left me. They left me, y'all. They left me. And then like once you finish and you make it across that field, and you just watching everybody else, and you see how big that field actually is, you just like, wow, what in the actual fuck? Like, you got sand all in your pockets. Like, y'all, it's crazy. Then after you do that, you are shoot. After you do that, we did like a cool shooting where we went to the range. It's supposed to help with like the stress and stuff where you shoot. Now the only thing with us was I and another group of people got mixed in with like a whole different company that wasn't even with the battalion. Like, I don't know how, but I could have sworn like we were like taking turns lifting boxes. Everybody taking turns lifting boxes. You know, we are in teams. So I could have swore they told us to go down into the range and get in position. So boom, me and these other group of people get in position. We shooting that night, and we're like, oh, this is so fun. Y'all, why when we get done, we couldn't find our platoon. We were with a whole different battalion, and the drill sergeant was pissed off. But I'm like, how you gonna get pissed off when you told us to go? Like, that night was so crazy and intense. Then I also know like once you're done with all the obstacle courses and stuff, and like you're done with the forge, and you rug back to the new patrol site, which is probably another 5 miles. Like, some people it's different because some people rucked back to the battalion. We got lucky and probably got picked up, which was probably like another 10-15 miles away to ruck. So they end up letting us get picked up by a bus. So once you finish the forge job, we never ate at the defect. We never ate at the defect. We always ate outside due to, like, you know, everything going on, the virus and stuff. So we always ate outside on the little platoon lines. So this was this one time we ate at the defect after the forge. But before that, once you finish everything, you will go through like where you actually get your patch, I think, and they'll welcome you in. They have a little ceremony, and you just standing at the position of attention, tired, trying to stay woke, dozing off in the fall forward, all types of stuff, y'all. So you'll put your beret on while you in your OCPs, and they'll congratulate you, and then go to the defect. And it is like an all-you-can-eat buffet, y'all. Like, when we were done eating, our people were putting food in their pockets. I'm talking about we done. We left the defect. We back at the battalion on the platoon line. Mugs got bacon in their pocket, eating bacon that they stole from the defect. Like, that's how deep it was. Like, everything was there: yogurt, donuts, granola bars. Like, y'all, Yeah. But other than that, you will do one more flag change, you know, gather around, commander make a speech. You did it. And then switch it to a red, white, and blue flag, which is the graduation week flag. And with that, you're just basically prepping for graduation. You're gonna do an inspection where the commander and them, all of the big people come by, and you gotta clean your weapon out real good. So you're gonna be cleaning your weapon for like 2-3 days. You're gonna take it apart, sit it on your bed. They're gonna come by. Ain't no telling who they gonna check. They gonna ask questions. Who's the first sergeant? They're gonna ask you about your chain of command. Hopefully y'all get like a battle buddy day where either before or after graduation you go to the PX and stuff and just hang out for a couple of hours. But you'll mainly just be preparing for graduation and yeah, doing the graduation ceremony and stuff like that. The only thing I didn't like is that we couldn't have our family there. Now there are a lot of people that have families there, and I am happy for them. But for us, it was really sad because we were just facing a bunch of empty bleachers. But I would say basic training was the hardest, worst experience ever. But you do meet people who make it worth it. Like, you meet people who make that shit worth it, y'all. Like, so be mindful, be open. Don't let nobody tell you different about joining. If you want to join, get your own opinion of the army. Once you go through that shit, be strong, because you gotta be mentally strong to get through that, y'all. Please believe me when I say that. You gotta be mentally strong to get through all those phases, and don't give up. Like, it's only hard for like 2-3 months. And then you go to AIT, you learn about your MOS and stuff. But other than that, y'all, don't let nobody say you different. Don't let nobody blow you down about what you want to do. You know, be strong. And y'all gonna get through it. But that completes this video. I hope that y'all enjoy it. And that's basically all the phases, y'all. So if y'all want me to draw more content, if y'all want me to add anything, you know, drop comments down below. Subscribe. Show your girls some love. Get them subbies up. And yeah, just keep watching me grow, y'all, because again, and I'm gonna keep saying it again and again and again, it only gets better from here. But love, peace, and happiness, family. Love, peace, and happiness. I'm gone.